So I figured today I'm doing a look, why not do my brows, because I've never showed anybody how I do my brows. So I usually fill in my brows pretty naturally. Yeah, I don't like to overdo them and have like the Instagram brow. So just stay tuned and I will show you how I do my brows. Alright, here's my brow. Hey, how you doing? I'm going to do my left brow first because I have a big scar in this brow compared to the other brow, which like it's a bit better and it's not as hard to fill in. But yeah, I'm going to fill in this one first because this is my bad brow. The main brush that I use to fill in my brows is the Bdellium Tool 763. It is a angled brush and it is made out of natural bristles. I have two different ones. One has shorter hairs, which I will be using for my cream product because I have a bit more control with it. And the other one I have has longer bristles, which I can use more easily with powder because I will be using a cream and a powder to fill in my brows. Actually, before I do anything, I make sure to brush my brows through because if I have any foundation or anything in it, this kind of gets rid of it a little bit. And then I brush it up, and with the tail, after I brush everything up, I kind of go like that, as you saw earlier. So what I first do is I line the bottom because it gives my brow some shape. I use the Anastasia Dip Brow and I use it in dark brown. Usually with this product, you get a lot of product on the brush. So actually a Sephora artist recommended this to me, and I know this is going to be a little gross. Okay, but so what you do is you take the product out of the pot and you kind of tap the excess on the lid, as you can see from my previous attempts here. I'm going to take some out of the pot and kind of dab it. As you can see, all the excess gets off here. If I have a lot of excess in the lid, I'll brush some on a tissue so I don't have too much. Anyways, let's actually start getting into drawing on my brows. Alright, so what I do is with the scar, as you can see right here, it's kind of a bald spot here. I kind of fill it in the direction of my brow hair growth. So as you can see, my brows are growing kind of downwards here. So I'm going to kind of, my hairs are growing that way, so I'm going to kind of fill them in like this. Okay. Alright. Okay, and then I kind of, okay, come on, let's go. Then I kind of fill in my tail a little bit. And then I actually get to the underline here. So I'm going to reload my brush. Okay, come on. So I'm going to kind of fill this in too, but if you make any mistakes lining the bottom, don't worry, we'll take care of that later. Just like that. See, I ain't perfect, people. So now I kind of have that initial shape kind of there. So I have the shape and you think, oh, let's do the top with the same dip brow. No, 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 no. If you use a brow powder to kind of fill in everything else, it's going to look a lot more natural. So that's what we're going to do next. I'm going to use the Anastasia brow powder in dark brown, and I'm going to start off with this darker shade here. So what I do is kind of where it's supposed to arch right here. Start right there and I kind of brush it in the direction of my hair growth. And then I don't actually do a hard line like this. I kind of brush in like that, like it's natural hairs. So I just kind of keep going like that, and I take extra care to make sure to put powder on the scar area because since there is no hair there, it's more likely to the product there to move. So I make sure to put a little bit of powder there so that not only it's covered, but so that I set it. Okay. Okay. Alright, okay, and I'm just gonna fill in this part right here, and you can see, ta-da! For the front of the brow, I'm going to use this lighter color. whenever you use this lighter color, it's not going to be as harsh as, say, the dark brown. If you use dark brown, you're going to get pretty blocky eyebrows from that. So that's why I use the lighter color here. Once you're kind of satisfied with how your brow looks, make sure to kind of go through it with a spoolie. Any extra product that is in here, the spoolie will kind of take care of, because sometimes you could get some excess product on your hairs in your eyebrow. So the next two steps are kind of interchangeable. So what I'm going to do next, and what I usually do next, is I'm going to comb through my eyebrows with a tinted brow gel. You could use clear too, it doesn't really matter. I just have a tinted one because that's what I'm using at the moment. Just comb through. And at the tail of my brows, I just kind of push my brows down to favor the shape. Now that our tinted brow gel has dried, so if you get some messiness, I actually filled this in pretty well, but there's a little messiness here. What I do is I carve out the brows, but in reality I'm just cleaning up the underneath of it. What this does is it kind of makes sure that the shape of your brows is like solid and good. So what I do is I usually put a little excess concealer from concealing my face onto my hand, and I use a brush like this. This is a MAC 194, which I believe is discontinued, but you can use any brush in this shape. It doesn't have to be this specific one. And what I do is I start with the most product here, because this is where I want it to be most defined, and I just kind of go under and make sure not to put any of the concealer in the brows. If I do, it's kind of whatevs. You could just fill in, and again, if that happens, no big deal. I'm not testing you on this, so it's not a big deal. Okay, I do a thin line here whenever I start to get to the front of the brow, because you don't need as much. After I have that on, I just use my ring finger and I just blend it out. And yeah, and then you set the concealer with whatever powder you want. Alright, so this is the final product. Don't I look so good? Yeah. But brows are supposed to be sisters, not twins. It would look really strange if they were completely symmetrical. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this really quick brow tutorial. It's something that I've been kind of needing to do for a little bit now, but now that I finally have done it, you can see it. Brows. If you enjoyed this video, please click the subscribe button down below. Give this video a thumbs up, or comment down below for any other video requests. Until next time, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I hope it is not super cold where you live, because where I live, it's actually kind of like snowing right now, and thankfully it's like upper 20s, but before it was like sub-zero. Yeah, I live in a cold place. Anyways, until next time, have a good day. Love you guys. Bye.